bottle of cheap drug wine, pop some pills and make some love and try to recline. And I like to drive into the sun. I like it when you're sitting gun my seat.
No, you don't want to mix a kung fu kick and a Judy chop.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go kind of go back. I'll take a fix right here. Yeah. We're just gonna stick with some basic stuff today, and that's gonna be opening the closed guard. Something that's extremely important for everyone to know. And I recently been rolling with some guys who've been giving some trouble from this, so I've been going back to this and working on it, refining it and stuff like that. So some key things that we need to keep in mind when we're in closed guard. Posture is extremely important. We want to be nice and tall if we can, okay? Don't ever want to be here. This is no good. So if you're tired, don't do this, okay? It sounds easy to remember, but you're gonna do it. I catch myself doing it every night. I'm always on my toes. I'm never here, okay? From here, I'm much more easy to be swept, okay? My base is much better from here on my toes. This is gonna take a little time to get used to and build your endurance, but I promise you can do it. It can be done. Secondly, your arms. You wanna keep your arms nice and tight, but I don't wanna cross, okay? If I cross, that leads open to arm locks, that triangles, all that different stuff, all because I crossed the center line, okay? So there's a number of different places you can keep your hands, but definitely this is not one of them, okay? So you don't want to do that. Secondly, you don't ever want to put your hands on the mat, okay? This is going to open you up to all kind of troubles, sweeps, overhooks, omoplatas, all that type of stuff, okay? So it's very important as a top guy in the closed guard to keep these things in check the whole time, or it's going to be a long and miserable day, okay? They're going to be throwing all kind of stuff at you, and you got to be. The thing that stops it is somebody with really good posture. If you watch like Rodolfo Vieira or somebody like that, the reason he's so good in this position is because his posture is unbreakable. Like, it's just crazy. Like, nobody can control this guy, and so they get frustrated and he can pass their guards pretty easily, okay? So we're gonna work on a couple different ways to open the guard today and pass from there, okay? One of my favorite ways is I like to get my hands sort of in the armpits, not deep in the armpits and low, but here, okay? I find that when I stay here, people can kind of dig and overhook me or underhook me and all this different stuff because I'm just trying to stay static. And I find that when you try to stay static in jiu-jitsu, people find openings. There's always a little opening. So when I'm here, as I feel them start to come around and try to overhook me and stuff, I'm staying active with my hands. Okay, I'm constantly moving, blocking, fighting here. One thing that happens when we get put in the closed guard, especially after you've been rolling a little while, but somebody gets in closed guard, we almost both just go and take a break. You know what I mean? You can't do that as a top guy. The bottom guy can kind of do that a little bit. The top guy, that's when they're going to take advantage of you. If I go like this, he's going to grab my head, grab my collar, and pull me down. And now I'm fighting out of this. And this is hard to deal with when you get somebody that's good. Really hard to deal with. So I feel like passing the guard on the knees in the closed guard is very difficult. Some people are very good at it, but for me, I think to open up the closed guard from the knees, you almost need to be stronger than your opponent. I feel like it's a bit of a strength thing. I feel like, honestly, if me and water are rolling and I stay on my knees, there's no way I will ever open his closed guard unless he just opens it. I just don't think I can do it. I don't think I possess the power to do it. There are ways to do it, do the stuff. And I'm not saying that it's completely impossible, but it is very difficult, okay? Passing on your feet in a closed guard is way better, and it gives him way less tools, okay? So, how do I do that? Like I said, I'm gonna be here fighting the grips, because he's always gonna be looking for grips, so kind of go for it. And as he's going, I stand, okay? And my posture's here and here, okay? Now, a lot of times what's gonna happen is they're gonna start to underhook your foot. Very, very common. And as long as it's on one foot, generally, you're okay. There's some guys that are really good at this, and if you just stay here, yes, they can pull you over and sweep you, okay? But what I like to do is turn this knee to the inside, and then from here, open the guard. From here, there's a number of different ways you can pass. We'll just go to a leg drag for right now, okay? So here, I'm always, as he's fishing for overhooks and underhooks, he's trying to go under, grab my collar. This is where I want to get. He's still going to be trying to control my posture and everything, that's fine. I'm just going to go here. If I feel him underhook this, I'm going to bring my chest up. Even if he's grabbing my collar, it's going to be easy for me to break because his hand is, he's only got one hand on me, right? Boom, 2-on-1. Turn my knees towards the inside and peel this leg. Don't reach in Don't go on the outside, right on the top. Don't even grab the pants, just push the knee, okay? So here. The underhooks, turn. Okay, don't stay like this, because if he pulls it straight out, like pull this all the way up, I gotta fight this, okay? And then we're in a whole different thing. And we'll go over that in a bit. So here, boom, going. I feel him underhook, which is very common. Turn, break. See how I bring my hips in? Right to this position. We'll pass here, okay? One more time. One other common thing that you can run into is somebody going in your collar for collar chokes. You have to respect this because you don't know who's good at these and who's not. Some people are really good at this. Some people really suck at this. But you don't know who they are because they don't have the same skin color. So anyways, you go, the best way to deal with this is just to go around as soon as they get it. So if he goes in my collar deep, I gotta respect it. And those will be the moments where you get that opportunity to stand. Because this is where we gotta be. You can't be lazy. And trust me, sometimes you wanna be lazy. So he underhooks. I'll tell you what, if he does an underhook, and he just fights right there, pants, hips, down, past the guard, and in with pressure. Any questions on that?
Yeah. When you're standing up, I see that you're kind of walking off to the side, like getting an angle on them purposefully, or that's just to show them grabbing the sweep?
Well, for this particular, it's what I'm doing for this sweep. But that said, if I stand, I like keeping a staggered stance rather than here. Okay. The deal with this is, okay, if he grabs both my feet, he can pull me over very easily. We have a counter to that, and we can work on that another day. But if he pulls me over, boom, pushes me, boom. Very simple. Now, this leads to something else, but it's a good question. That can be a blessing and a curse, okay? It's a curse if you don't know how to deal with it. And he winds up mounting you. 4 points, that easy, okay? Well, really 6 points for sweeping him out. But you can get out of it. It's almost like buying a vowel. You have to like pay for this, pay for what you're gonna get, okay? So I'm gonna go here, boom, he grabs both my feet, boom, he sweeps me, bam. I keep my hand here, okay? So if he tries to come up, I keep him down, I come up. Now, he's gonna get an advantage, but his guard's open. So it's like I gotta pay with a little bit of a point there. You're gonna give him the point, he's gonna get it. It's not a point, it's an advantage point, but that said, you got to say, like, in my short time, am I down on points? Then this might be worth the risk or worth the change out. You know what I mean? That's why it's good to think strategically all the time. Any other questions? 1, 2, 3.